Good morning, North Carolina Vinyl Picker here on a Tuesday. Yeah, my show's a couple days late, but I've been under the weather. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Does anybody else out there have a music addiction? Yeah, well, I have one. And it's been an ongoing thing since about high school, maybe a little bit before. I call this episode the Remembrance. I remember buying albums, listening to records, my brother's records when we lived together and shared a room, and he had Sergeant Pepper and the First Doors album. I think I've mentioned this before. And then I had 8 tracks. I remember having 8 tracks and a big collection of albums. I established a huge collection of records when I was in the service. And then CDs came along, and I started buying CDs. And then I sold both of them. I sold my whole collection of records to buy a Blu-ray player. Thought that was the next big thing, got to get a Blu-ray player. Yeah, I did. Then I started buying them again. And then I started buying both back and started streaming CDs. And everybody was downloading CDs and recording CDs and making copies and put them to a external hard drive and just all kinds of computer stuff, doing all of that. And that was in the early 2000s. And then all of a sudden, records are back and everybody's collecting records again. And everybody's buying them. Walmart's got records. And then we had the VHS tapes and we had DVDs and we had Blu-rays and we had Laserdisc. And I had a Laserdisc player and I had a bunch of concerts and stuff on there. I had a Genesis concert. And then we transferred those, and we just a whole bunch of that kind of stuff going on back then. So yeah, anybody else out there have a music addiction? Write down the comments down below and let me know what you're thinking. You're always looking for the next best thing. You're always out looking for another copy of Dark Side of the Moon or another copy of Close to the Edge or a better sounding one. Listen to Patrick, the vinyl archivist. He's an excellent guy who does a lot of high-end music. He finds the best pressings and then uses those for his listening. And then so he's always out there looking for the best ones. I got a few things to show you today, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up pretty quick. It's going to be a quick one today. I got a few CDs I found. Yeah, I'm collecting CDs again. I just said about 6 months ago that I was going to get rid of all my CDs, but come to find out, there's a lot of records that I listen to that they're not on vinyl. And if they're on vinyl, they're $75, $100, $200. It's all progressive rock. I've tried to get into mid-century jazz, just doesn't work for me. I'm more of a prog guy and fusion guy, a jazz fusion. I picked this one up at a flea market. Pat Metheny, One Quiet Night. Haven't given it a listen yet, but I think it's going to be pretty quiet record. It's just him with the guitar, and so looking forward to playing that. Riverside, Memories in My Head. This is an EP from their first or second album, and I never had it on CD, so I was glad to pick this up for cheap. I got it on eBay, and then I found this one, Camel, and this was live in '81 and on the road. And then they did quite a few of these. They did 4 or 5, maybe 10 of these CDs came out from Camel Productions when Andrew Latimer, hope you're feeling better out there, Andrew, if you're watching this video, lives in California. And when he lived in California, they had a bunch of CDs released of some live stuff they did. So I'm trying to get all those back into my collection. I had them all at once, but you know how that goes. Sold them all. Then I picked up a movie, House of Blues, the House of Blues live. Yes, from the House of Blues. Anybody else out there seen this one? This is really good. This was during their the Ladder tour, and this was with the keyboard player, Ivan something or other, Stravinsky or something, and then he got in trouble with the band and they gave him the boot. And then Yeah. So this got Billy Sherwood on here. He's really young. He's looking really young. This is around 2000, year 2000. So yeah, pick that one up. I didn't have that one, or maybe I had it in the past. I don't remember. Genesis BBC broadcast. I showed this last week. It's worth another shot. I see other people in the vinyl community buying this. Yeah, it's really nice if you get a chance. Side one, disc one is my favorite CD one, and then it goes on to there's actually 5 CDs in here, and then a booklet. And if you're a Genesis fan, this is a must-have. I would get them early because these things are already going pretty quick on Amazon. And I got a couple of records. This one here was Steven Wilson, Harmony Korine. This is from his first album, solo album, Insurgentes. And this is it comes in red vinyl, but it also comes in black and white vinyl. So, so you know I'm going to try to get all of those. And then Tori Amos, The Professional Widow. I didn't have this one. And it's got a big chew mark on the side here. It's like some squirrel or something was trying to get the Tori. I don't know. And then this one here is a band called Soup. I love this cover. It's hard to show on here because of the glare, but it's got like these lines that run through the plastic. And so it's pretty cool. And this is a band from Norway. And I have another one of their records. I got it on CD because, like I say, again, these things are really expensive. So some things you just have to have on compact disc. But yeah, so I've rambled on for 7 minutes. Let me go ahead and do 5 concert pulls. I've had people out there saying, hey, North Carolina Vinyl Picker, when's going to be your next show? My #1 fan and other people, everybody's out there saying, hey, I got lots of comments. You know, people say, you know, and then they say, hey, you going to do some more concert pulls? Yeah, we'll do one right now. This one here is from Jethro Tull from '78. And this was in from Maryland. And my wife knows where this concert was. She said she used to go there when she was a kid watching shows. And we used to go there when my ship was in the Bethlehem Steel in the shipyards in Baltimore. We used to go to this this place in Maryland, and I seen Rod Stewart there. I seen Tall there. Saw Billy Joel there. But I don't remember who was with me. I remember the show. I think it was from Too Old to Rock and Roll, Too Young to Die. I think that was the show. Could have been the one. Could have been Heavy Horses. I'm not sure. It was '78. Anybody out there knows? What's the next one here? This is Yes at An Evening with Yes, $7.50. This was from Virginia. And I know what this is. This is the Tormato. When I saw Yes the first time in the round, and it was the Tormato tour. What a great show. I still remember sitting there watching John Anderson them, and then the stage was rotating in the center of the Hampton Coliseum. I believe that's where I saw them. And yeah, so this was $7.50 to see Yes in 1978. I can't read the month, but that was a good show. I only got a few of these left, and then we're done with this series. I've been running this for a while. What do we got here? Something Band. I think this is Marshall Tucker. And if this is Marshall Tucker, it's one of my first concerts ever. Now, the first show I ever saw, I was in high school, and it was Mountain with Leslie West, and they came to my high school. I remember going to that show. And then this would be the second show I ever saw. It was 1975. So I was what? I was a junior in high school. And this was $6.50. And this was the Marshall Tucker Band. And now Kansas was on this bill also. It's kind of a weird combo, but it worked. And I'm not sure who played first, but I remember Kansas because it was the Mask Tour. And Searching for a Rainbow was the big album that Marshall Tucker was putting out that year. And I was into Marshall Tucker. I've always really liked country rock. I've come in and out of country rock. I like the Eagles. I never really got into Poco or any of the other ones, but I like Tucker, and a little bit of Skinner, and yeah, so I like a few of those bands. They're okay. It's not something I go to every day. You know, I'm going to land in Prague City. That's what I'm going to do. Here's a big one right here, August the 10th, 1977. And I was out in San Diego at A school in the Navy. I was out there. And we went to the San Diego Sports Arena or a sports complex. It was, I think it was the football stadium. And it was Emerson, Lake and Palmer. And it was the only time I got to see ELP. And this was on the Works tour. And this, can't really read how much this ticket was. Section 11, seat 11, upper level. I thought I was on the floor, but I guess not. I don't remember. It was too long ago. But I remember seeing Frampton there too. If Frampton Comes Alive, I haven't found that ticket yet, so I may not. I don't know if I still have the stub. But this one here is ELP, and it was the Works tour. And I remember the one thing I remember was when they did this song Pirates, and they blew off the cannons. Oh, that was pretty cool. That's 4. Here's number 5, the Rippingtons. This is at the Heathrow Arts Festival. I was with my friend John, and we went up there, just the two of us, and this was October the 5th, 1996. And this show cost $15 at the time, which was, we thought that was a lot. And this was in 96. This was about a year before I retired from the Navy. So the Heathrow Arts Festival, and that's in Heathrow, that's in Florida, and that's down by Sanford, Florida. And this one here, the L&L Acres. I remember the show. I remember going to the show. And this was in October, so a little bit cooler down there in Florida that time of year. Not by much. Well, that's about all I got for today. I've rambled on for about 12 minutes. Y'all take care out there. Like I say, I'm a little under the weather. Sorry for the show being late, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like the show, hit the bell and sub me up. I'm on my way to 700 subs, so I'm looking forward to getting to 700. Be good out there and support them troops, and I'll be talking to you here soon, unless something major breaks out, and I'll be coming in early. But if not, I'll see you this weekend. I'm going to go out today and look for some stuff to bring to the table. So I go out there and I do that for y'all. So take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.